Hi, Holly here. Just wanted to check in with you guys after my last video. Last time I was preparing for some events we were going to have here at IHOP for African American Foreigner Alliance that we're in celebration of and really taking advantage of Black History Month to focus our prayers on the Black community. So I wanted to give you a couple of highlights from our symposium that we had. Our Bible school students went to the symposium and we had 3 speakers come in and talk about race issues, diversity, what does the Bible have to say about race, what are some cultural insights that can really help us grow in our understanding of one another and the different races, and grow towards loving one another and embracing the good and redemptive things that exist in every culture. So a couple of highlights for me. The first night, Dr. Alex G. talked about Peter, and he really unpacked this story where, Peter's on the roof, and the Lord has the vision of the sheet coming down out of heaven with the different kinds of food that to him were unclean. The Lord said, "Arise and eat," basically saying, "Go to the Gentiles." I'm including Jews and Gentiles, but Peter struggled with that. It took the Holy Spirit coming to him and nudging him and telling him, when these 2 men come to the door, go with them, don't ask questions. And then when he went there and arrived at Cornelius' house, he felt the need to tell Cornelius that he shouldn't actually be in his house as a Jew. So what was just cool about that for me was understanding that Peter wrestled with race issues, and just like all of us do. And so it kind of helps to see a biblical picture of that and realize that we can struggle through those things as well, but the best thing to do is to be honest about them, ask the Lord for insight and our friends around us, and to walk in righteousness in that. One of the goals, I think, for this symposium was just to put before us a vision to understand different cultures, to not shy away from pursuing friendships in different cultures. And one of the highlights for me was something my boss said, Stuart Greaves, and he said that the idea is that we would have a culture of grace and truth, that any ministry, church, organization seeking to follow the Lord, the idea would be to have a culture in your midst where we allow one another to say wrong things and things that are offensive, and not react strongly, but be able to sit down and talk with one another and actually give insights to the other person as to why what they said was offensive, or why what they said was not helpful to someone from that particular culture. So it really opens the door, because when you can realize what cultural dynamics are taking place in relationships, in a work environment, in a church, and in a ministry, it helps so much with deflating accusation against one another, and just, I have found, even deflating the personal feeling of offense that can come up when you realize, oh, this has to do with a cultural difference. It just, all of that fades and fizzles out, and I go, okay, I can deal with this. It's a human being right in front of me. One of the things Dr. G mentioned was he was emphasizing that we need to stay. When you know somebody or have a friendship with somebody of a different race, a different culture, that stay in it long enough to realize that actually when you get to know one another, you're really the same. That yes, there are cultural differences, they are real. Some of those differences are beautiful, some of them are produce obstacles, but there's a way to navigate all of that while recognize all of that, while at the same time going, you know what, this person is like me. They struggle, they have bad days, they have sad days, they have trials in life, they have joys, they have families, and just letting those myths and things that make one another seem not human kind of fall away, so that we can get to know one another. So there's much more I could pull from that, and I'm sure I will to come, but I just wanted to let you know it went well. Thank you for your prayers, and if you're interested, I don't think they're up just yet, but online, www.ihop.org/AAFA, under our Black History Symposium link, there will be video archives posted, so you are welcome to go there and watch all of our sessions, and I know that you'll find it insightful. So I hope you guys have a great day. Bless you, and I'll talk to you later.